minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own research on...
Oh, hold on there, sports fan.
Kyle Hill, everybody! He's the next generation of science communicator. I'm gonna be too old at a certain point to do those terrible things to my body, and it'll be up to you.
He's got like a lion's mane. This guy's amazing. Kyle Hill.
I'm Boo Rambo.
The universe is indifferent to you. Whether or not you have amazing hair, the universe doesn't care.
How are trees pushing past this pressure limit? Ah! Behold, my balls. Now we're getting somewhere, but I still don't think it's worthy of G.R.R. Martin's suspender.
I'm totally right? Oh, hello, Dr. Lupo. Yeah, I'm here. What's that? You need another butt whooping in Magic the Gathering? In person this time? With real cards? You mean like yesterday when we were on camera from something that I'm not telling anybody else about yet? Well, you're on, bro, Namath. Yes, I know you're taller than me. Yes, I know that you've been playing Magic for... It doesn't matter, you're not ready for the spice. Okay, see you later tonight. I love you. Bye. Chat. Welcome. Yes, of course, this stream brought to you by Maintain. This is Haupt, the Zoozilla. Actually, I'm may or may not be looking into starting a hair care company this year. We'll see. We'll see. Chat, welcome. I am your pit boy for today, Kyle, the Sci-Fi Hill. Happy to have everyone here. I'll say hello to everyone specifically in a moment, but right for now, what are we doing? We're here on Science Saturday for a Scientist Plays Fallout 4. As you know, I was jilted by Starfield, and so I turned towards another game, one of my favorites, Fallout 4, one of my favorite series, and so many of you tuned in fact, more than any other gaming series stream that we've done, that I decided to do a full game playthrough just for you. And guess what? Not only do all of you enjoy it, especially Banana in the chat, but we also have more science times in this series than in any other series of videos so far. We are up to 165 science times across 4 episodes so far. So what we do as engineers, chat, remember, make math easy for yourself. So instead of dividing 165 by 4, let's just divide 160 by 4. And as we know, 4 times 4 is 16. So let's just add an order of magnitude. 160 divided by 4 is 40. Each stream is about 3 hours long. So that's what, about 13 science times per hour. And let's round up again to 15. No, let's round down to 12. From 60 divided by 12 is 5. It's roughly a science time every 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But chat, that's what we're here to do. I'm your science man, Kyle. And we are here to play Fallout 4. Where? Music transition, the facility. Chat, welcome. Welcome inside the facility. Happy to have all my regulars here that I'm looking at on this very real monitor in front of me. Haupt, I'm gonna mention all the members, the gaming streamers. First, Haupt the Zoolzilla, Dave Breen, welcome. Of course, Liz Calvert, Philly 3000, Derek Bennett. Now let's welcome all the regulars in as we're letting the doors open. Rex Wrath, welcome. PJ, Captain Dagon, Ravdos, of course, Devon, Captain Wrecked, member of the facility. Mercenary, Dima, it's been a while, buddy. Squirrels, of course, Liquid Flames. And now the newbies. Steph. Hello, friend. You look very pretty. Isaiah. Afterbirth. Ew. Why would you name yourself that? Because it's edgy. Pyramid Head. Mark Meza. Welcome. I told Zach from Nuka Break that you've been playing Fallout again, too. Well, thank you. A number of you were saying that I should, hey lady, that I should check out the trailer for Fallout London, the giant mod, Fallout London, and I did so, and it looks great, and I commented on it, saying I'm going to stream it, and they responded to me saying, that would be cool, mate. Happy to have everybody here. Captain Wrecked, now a facility gamer as well as a facility member. What do I mean when I say facility? Well, chat, our day job is to explore, explain, educate, and entertain everything underneath the stars and beyond. That's our day job. If you want to join me in here inside of the blast doors to talk about everything from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster to how strong Saitama is from One Punch Man, this is your place to be. But we're also gamers. And so, Science Saturday, we are here to play through Fallout 4 for the next couple of hours and give you... My goal is to allow you to just chill out, maybe learn something at the same time. Shakte with the 10. Look, I'm looking right at you, Shakte. Thank you for taking a literal BFG online, behaving like a long-haired Doom guy, blowing away those faker channels, Kyle. Chat, if you have not seen our last episode of the facility, I highlight... They're not my efforts, all right? Brendan Clement, he runs Viral DRM, but I think he said a lot of his impetus to target some of these science scam channels that I've been pointing out over the last couple months was because of my first video. And so if you haven't seen the latest video on the main channel, and at the time I'm saying this right now, 2 of the channels that I have pointed out have now gone completely private. Every single video on their channel has been privatized, which means they're not getting any money. Now, they're not deleted yet. They're trying to weather the storm so no one can further copyright claim them and stuff. They're trying to go underground. But we'll get them. But yeah, so there's 2 full channels, including the one who stole all of my Dogs of Chernobyl footage. They went completely private. They had hundreds of videos, 900,000 subscribers. They privatized everything. Guess which finger this is. So, that was pretty cool. Aaliyah, thirsty in the chat as always. Welcome back, my friend. But yeah, that was the latest episode of the facility. It might warrant some more, another follow-up from me if more channels get the axe or get actually deleted. And I will keep in touch with Brandon. It was the Clement, Brandon, to see what comes of that. They took a bunch of your Chernobyl footage without permission, says No Bark. Yeah, they used a majority of my Dogs of Chernobyl footage. What do you think about evolution deniers, says Dak Sheesh, that they don't understand how biology works. Evolution is the unifying theory of biology. It's hard to make sense with how life progresses and adapts and continues without evolution. It is fundamental to an understanding of biology. And so if you deny evolution, not only do you have to produce a mountain of evidence that has never been produced, but you also have to come up with some very weird explanations for how things happened. Like invoking, invisible sky people and stuff. So yeah, I don't think highly of evolution deniers. It's in my experience, evolution denial is never motivated by evidence, or lack thereof. It's always motivated by some other factor, whether it be political or religious or social or whatever it is. Anyway, chat. So that's what we do in our... look, I'm already giving you science times. Huh? That's what we do as a day job. But what we're here to do today, of course, is to not just be here in the facility with all of you, but also hop into the command center for gaming appreciation wing.com. Of course, here in the gaming center, I got gaming chairs. Don't get near them. Don't sniff them. I've seen some of you do that. It's weird I have you on camera. PS6 behind me, which I'll be playing on today. No mods. I keep licking this side of... Anyway. 75-inch screen to see what you're saying. 75-inch screen to see what we're playing. Of course, it's Fallout. Look at that cool cat right there. Oh, thank you to Captain Dagon in the chat for making today's thumbnail and making me look like an absolute Chad. 227-inch curved OLED monitors. Split right down the middle. Separate images, because I can split my eye muscle direction. Much like a Jackson's Chameleon. Can Lady say hi, though? No, Lady, see, when I close the blast doors to the facility, Lady in particular cries the entire time. So I let her in, but she's just sleeping on some equipment over in the corner there. Last time I brought Lady on stream, I held her up for you to see, and then she cut my face open. So I might not be doing that. The beard gives you power, says Isaiah. I think so. See, I'm worried that if I shave the beard, I'm going to look fat. Angel Fuji, congrats on the 2 million. Chat, we recently, with your help, crossed 2 million subby bubbies on the main channel. Very happy with that. That was actually my goal for 2023, and we missed it by literally 0.5%. 36 hours out of an entire year. That's how we were late, but we still made it. 2 Millie Bobby Brown. We're both grown up now, but it's good. Cultivating mass is the goal. That's what I tell my brother. I'm not big, I'm just cultivating mass. But chat, yes, today, more Fallout 4, more science times. We are up to, last stream, we are at 41. Let's see if we can match and or beat that goal today. As I only have one more thing to say to you. And that's, of course, welcome to A Scientist Plays Fallout 4. See how I nailed that audio transition? Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? I call it cheesing because it's fun to do. So chat, we are... I've been playing off stream, just leveling up, getting some weapons, stuff like that, because the goal, of course, is not to play the craziest, most optimized, min-max, awesome run in the world. No, it's to play this full game and prioritize these right up there. That's science times. Let's set the science time counter back down to 0. Steph in the chat says she enjoys this. Well, thank you, Steph. That is the point. These streams are getting fancy. Yeah, the Kevins are pretty good. Pretty good at the transitions these days. First thing we're going to do, chat, I'm going to update you on everything I've been doing. And then we're going to explain teleportation right off the bat. Scott Willis, with tokamak fusion reactors creating neutron damage in their walls, do they generate more radioactive waste than fission reactors? Yes. So that would be one of the main problems with science time, with current fusion technology, science time. So all of the fusion technology that you've seen so far, of course, fusion using Shattuck, thank you for the 5, using intensely strong magnetic fields to compress plasma, deuterium, and tritium down into a space and at a temperature and pressure such that those heavy hydrogen atoms fuse, releasing part of their mass as energy. The current iteration of that is just to use deuterium and tritium to do that. The problem being is that it would release, at scale, a lot of neutrons. And neutrons are neutral, but they can activate, science time, they can activate certain materials. Now, when I say activation, think of a nucleus of an atom, protons and neutrons, subatomic particles, and like a big ball kind of thing, even though it's not really, don't worry about it. Now, there's a lot of them. Now, in unstable atoms, radioactive atoms, they want to release parts of themselves to become smaller and to become less radioactive over time. Bing, boom, bang, boom. So that's what they do. But if you have a normal atom from some kind of metal, let's say, the normal nucleus, it's stable. A neutron flying in can come in and join the party. Bunk. Now, once that neutron flown in and hit the nucleus, it can make the nucleus too big and itself unstable, and then it wants to get smaller. Boom, boom. And so that's neutron activation. Neutrons from higher energy neutrons from radioactive processes hitting other materials around them and making them radioactive. Okay? That's neutron activation. So, with fusion technology in its current state releasing a lot of neutrons, it can make a lot of the metal around it, the walls of the vessel, very radioactive through neutron activation. Now, I would have to look up the specifics again. But I think, like, if you built a fusion reactor today with the technology that we have, it's something like every 2 years, the walls themselves would contain like an amount of radioactive materials similar to Chernobyl. Okay, so you have a large amount of intensely radioactive material that you have to replace every 2 years. That is non-trivial, chat. That is very non-trivial. Now, I'll pause for a second. Liz Calvert with the 20. Alex is asking, what are microplastics and why are they bad? Hey, Alex. How are you? I don't know if you're in school or not right now, but I hope you're doing well, my boy. Hope your hair is long and luscious. Microplastics, science time, are bad for 2 reasons, and we'll get to that in a second. Plastics, over time, will break apart, right, Alex? And if they're in the ocean or on the surface of the ground or something like that, as they get blown around by the wind and they move around in the water, they can break apart further and further and further, and they can get tinier and tinier and tinier. Until they get micro-sized, or something you need a microscope to see, Alex, or 1/1,000,000th of a meter, like a micrometer, Alex. Why it's bad is that these things don't degrade, which means, unlike, Alex, if you throw a potato into the woods, that potato will be broken down by, bugs and stuff. It will degrade away, right? Throw plastic into the woods, it's going to stay there forever, or basically forever, thousands of years. So now you have these tiny little plastics that last for thousands of years that are now small enough to go into the food we eat and the air that we breathe and the toothpaste that we use and the shampoo. It can be small enough, and there's enough plastic being made that these microplastics are getting everywhere into our bodies, into our hearts, our brains, our bloodstream. And given that they are plastic, they are non-organic, they're synthetic, and they don't break down, that could be a problem with how you're, things getting into your lungs, Alex, is always bad, unless it's air. So that's microplastics, and that's why it's bad. What do you mean by Chernobyl, the same amount of radiation as Chernobyl? I mean, like, in terms of curies or becquerels, like a total amount of radiation. Another science time. So instead of using fusion reactions with deuterium and tritium, we haven't even played the game yet, chat. It's 20 minutes in. This is your fault. Instead of using deuterium and tritium, you may have heard in sci-fi games and media and books and stuff about helium-3. Now, helium-3 is another potential fusion fuel. It's less efficient, but what it does is it doesn't produce the same neutrons. I don't know if I forget if the actual equation produces neutrons at all, but if it does, it's much less. It's either none at all or much less, I forget. And so with helium-3 as a fusion fuel, even though it's not as good, not as energy dense, you don't have the neutron activation problem. Jeez. 5 science times in a row. My mom is a retired nurse and completely approves of your explanation and said spot on and good job, says Liz Calvert in the chat. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, Liz's mom. How are you doing? Thanks. Okay, so since last we played, I'm gonna decontaminate myself, which is basically just washing off any potential radioactive particles off of my body. I'm gonna kiss this cow on both of its faces. Then, because I didn't know that you could build your own fusion reactor from one of the DLCs, I built a fusion reactor, which is now powering all of my stuff, including this teleporteur. That's how the French say it. This produces 100 energy, so I really wanted to do that, which means I had to level up to level 41 first. So I got up to level 44 because I'm an overachiever, chat. And then I built this. And now this thing is going to get me into the Institute, which may or may not be one of the main inspirations for the facility, but we'll get to that. Because you can only get there through teleportation. And then we are going to have to talk about how teleportation works. Oh. What is the difference between Curies and sieverts, says Zerberus. So those are units for radiation, but there's a difference. Sieverts, grays, rads, Rentgens, REMs, those are all units of that either tell you how much energy radiation has, or how much energy that radiation will deposit into material or human tissue, or what it has in terms of an effect, an ionizing effect on living tissue. So those units are more to indicate what it does, what that radiation can do to stuff. So if you absorbed 100 rad or whatever, that would give you an indication versus what's going to happen next to your body versus 1 rad. And a little rule of thumb that I learned from a nuclear criticality textbook is that if you're ever confused about those units, sieverts, grays, REMs, rads, Rentgens, here's the little acronym that I use. SG 100 RRR. 1 sievert basically is the same in terms of what it does to a human body. 1 sievert is basically 1 gray, and those two are about 100 times 1 Rentgen, 1 REM, and 1 rad. Okay. SG 100 RRR. Doesn't it just roll off the tongue, chat? So your question was, what are the difference between like sieverts and those, SG, RRR, and Curies? Curies and becquerels are a raw measurement of activity. So 1 becquerel, BQ, is 1 disintegration, 1 decay event. Literally a single electron or a single helium nucleus being shot off. Pew, pew. Each one of those is 1 becquerel. But some materials decay so much that the Curie is used as a unit to condense all that down. Now, again, I forget off the top of my head, I always do, how much 1 Curie is in terms of becquerels, but it's many millions or billions or something like that. So a Curie is just used as a shorthand for many, many becquerels. So becquerels, Curies are raw decays per second, or decay events per second. And you could also throw in there CPM or CPS or whatever you want, whatever's on your Geiger counter. And then Sievert's grays, Röntgen's REMS. Those are all what that radiation does to materials, like your squishy body.
Wouldn't be very good company right now.
Okay, let's go. Teleport me, daddy. Or not.
Everything looks good on my end.
There we go. 1 Curie is 37 billion BQ, or becquerel. So, okay, so because stuff like radium, which was the first radioactive element discovered by Marie Curie and her husband, radium is extremely radioactive. It has a short half-life, and it's very radioactive. So 37 billion becquerels may not be enough to measure its raw activity, and so you condense that with Curie, and you say it's 1 Curie or whatever. This mock-up of a cobalt-60 rod is 3,000 Curies. Now, if that was true, this would have killed me. Let me put it that way. I just bought the Champion sweater on shop.kylehill.net. It's so sick and comfortable, says Jenna. Jenna, thank you for your support. Yeah, we have a whole line of nuclear waste warning sign related merchandise, and the Champion sweater, it is a little pricey, but it is sick and it is comfy. How can you go to the Institute without Curie? Utter madness, says John. Oh, you're right. No, I can't do that whole quest line right now. We'll do it after. Because I usually pick Curie because she's a robot and beautiful and French. But look at her skills, you know what I mean? Chet, you know what I mean? Like, look at Kate right now. Like, why wouldn't I want that? You know what I mean? Look at this stamina. Look at the strength. Thank you for demonstrating that for all the people at home.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform.
I'm wearing
I'll start scanning
the
for
best base armor in the game.
to lock onto. Then I fire her up and we see what happens.
The marine armor,
Just get on
and
the
I gave
platform. I'll
Kat a
do the
captain's
rest.
hat, Kate a captain's hat and power armor, but I kept or combat armor, but I kept her corset on because
Getting cold feet?
you know why.
I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam.
Okay, so now we have to explain how teleportation works, chat. Oh, okay. So there's a couple different conceptions of teleportation. We'll just do 2 of them. 2 of them, Star Trek style teleportation, and then Fallout style teleportation, like I'm about to do. Fallout style teleportation seems much more difficult to me. Where you are unconstituted into all of your atoms and molecules and then reconstituted. You know, those atoms and molecules are sent via beam, molecular beam, as Sturgis, Mr. Fabulous Hair, pointed out. And then you are reassembled out of those atoms and molecules on the other side. Now, disassembling you like that and then reassembling you from the exact same material just introduces the problem of having to send that material. And you are, you know, trillions and trillions and trillions of atoms, you know. So you'd have to keep track and have the data for all of that material, which you have to have in the other conception of teleportation as well, but you still have to send all that material, and, you know, I'm thick. But it gets around a philosophical problem, which is this. In the other conception of teleportation, the Star Trek style of teleportation, your pattern, or the position, momentum, energy, velocity, every single variable that you can think of down to the quantum level of every atom in your body is recorded, and then you are disassembled. You die. But then somewhere else, at some other teleporter, you are reassembled out of new material. Somewhere else. And then every atom and molecule and electron and everything else is placed back somehow in the exact same position with the exact same energy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you were to die, and at that instant you had a complete snapshot, because I know most people would care about their brain rather than their foot being messed up, so if you had a complete snapshot in that moment of everything your brain was doing down to the quantum level, then reassembling it somewhere else in the exact same position, all the same variables, it would be you. Right? You would have the exact same brain state the instant before dematerialization as you did when you were reassembled. So, isn't that you? However, a lot of people have a philosophical problem with this. Well, if my body was destroyed and I technically died, how could it be me? Do you know what I mean? This is the ship of Theseus problem. Say you were to slowly replace every board of a ship, one by one, from old boards to new boards. When it was completely switched to new boards, is it still the same ship? So this is a philosophical problem. Now, this is ignoring all of the engineering problems, which is how much data, and I did this episode on Because Science once, the amount of data you would need just to store all the positions and locations and other variables of all your atoms would be immense. You know? If teleportation were to exist, would that also mean that cloning would exist? Yes. If I rebuilt my grandmother's porch the exact same way as it was before, but with new boards, is it the same porch? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't have a philosophically correct answer for you. I think it's more or less the same person. How could it be anything else? That's a discussion for another time.
By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all
Why
set with
destroy
a
the
program
original
that
then,
will
says
scan their
Liquid
network.
Flames? Well, I guess the explanation would be that you can't get a full description of someone's atoms and molecules without separating them into those atoms and molecules. Right? You have to get at the measurement, something like that.
Can download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah,
Ignore
we better
that.
Hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF.
Radio frequency.
And got it. Hold on to your butt.
My buddy! I died, and then I'm back. Does that mean you'd practically be immortal? Says Adventures in the Dark with the 2. That depends, right? If you're reconstituting someone completely, then all of their DNA, all the hallmarks, science time, of aging, of cellular senescence, all that stuff would also be reconstituted, right? You would have to commit to reassembling someone with new material, or material that. So yeah, if you could reassemble someone with material that didn't have the same attributes of aging, for example, you know, you reconstituted someone but they had a brand new heart and not their heart with all of its hallmarks of being lived in, then yeah, you could live forever, I suppose. But that's only if we can advance the science of aging to the point where we know what makes us die, and we can completely reverse it. Wait. I'm reading the chat. Damn it! Wait. Yeah, everyone in chat is quickly realizing the insane outcomes of having a real teleporter. I don't have the answers, chat. I want to press this button, though. I don't have the answers, chat, because it's not a real technology.
Hello.
Hello.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance.
Not even the Father. Can you
I know why you're here.
just make the full Jesus allegory? Just do
I'd
it.
like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
My consciousness in a robot body, but I'm still alive. Is the robot me, or am I it? You are your brain, Stephen. Your mind is what the brain does. You are your brain and you are your body.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of
Very
us.
nice of you to say, Dakshish. Appreciate
I'd
it.
like to show you that
I'm
you
a
may
cat
have
dad currently.
the wrong impression.
Ventures in the Dark, thank you for the 5.
Institute.
Chat. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Did I send my Kevins into the Institute before we left because science to take rigorous screenshots of everything in the Institute and then change the facility around to look very much like the Institute? Maybe. Can't prove that.
This is the reality of the Institute.
Now, when only 30% of you said that you chose the Institute
The work we do.
in this game,
For over 100
like, how
years,
could you not want to be
dedicated ourselves
in a
to
science
humanity's
oasis? Look how nice
survival.
everything
Decades
is.
of research,
Look,
countless experiments,
this elevator is DNA. Look at the double helix. Look at it go. And then you can become, where am I going? And then you can become the leader. And then, even though the game doesn't really say it, but like, what if, chat, what if I was the leader of the Institute? Think of everything I could accomplish. Chat.
You've seen things above are unstable.
We are organic robo brains already.
We can do for
Well,
everyone.
don't be so quick in separating the body from the brain too much.
You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
I can only imagine that if you put your brain inside of someone else's body, what you felt like you were would also change. Because, you know, the brain and body interact, and sensory apparatus and all that stuff. Rainbow Dash gifting 10 memberships, 10 gaming memberships from my favorite Australian. Thank you, Rainbow Dash. I forgot to put up the sub goal for a completely Australian stream. I forgot to do that. I'll have to think about how many that would take. Are you doing this all on OBS? Because the stream is impressive. Yes, I am.
For your son.
I just have talented Kevins that do stuff for me. Now, I didn't actually realize until
No way to pick this.
you guys pointed this out and we actually listened to Kellogg, that this whole sequence that I'm about to go through was just to give me some incentive to get to the Institute and to take it over from my old son. And he intentionally let me out of my cryotube because he wanted to see if I was hardy enough to take over. Which is weird.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean.
I know I may look kind of crazy right now, but I'm your daddy.
So long.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me.
It's me.
I'm
your daddy.
I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Daddy's...
It's
Don't
me,
worry.
your
Daddy's
dad.
here now.
I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Open the door.
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone
Who's
here.
your daddy and what does he do?
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me!
Why make a child synth? Because, like I said, to give me something to chase. So Kellogg could take this baby child robot around so that he made it seem like I just woke up and that my son was just taken. It's been a couple years or whatever. But in reality, the big twist of the game is that I did not wake up right after my baby was taken. I woke up 60 years, more than 60 years after my baby was taken. And this baby is a robot baby, and my real baby is this man.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli.
I want this lab coat.
Please try
Look
and
at the
keep an
stitching
open
on this lab coat. I love it.
I recognize that you are
Like little back
emotional,
padding.
and that your journey here has been fraught.
Look at
with
the nice,
challenges.
like the
Let's
rib.
start anew.
Like, look at that.
I am Father.
It's great stitching on
Welcome
the
to the
lab coat. I
Institute.
like it again. Inclement Death with the 5 gaming memberships. Bring him in. Get more people in here. Thank you, Inclement, with the 5. I appreciate it. Inclement. A lot of death is inclement, but not you, buddy.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute.
If you make someone call you father, and not in like a fun, sexy way, that's somehow worse to me.
Just as you mean to your son.
Chat, I had a disturbing experience earlier. I realized that the word mommy has been completely ruined for me. My mother, my actual mother, she likes when I say, like, thanks, mommy. You know, like when I was a kid. She likes that. But now, as you can tell, just from how I said that and how you reacted to it, that it feels dirty for me to say to my mother. And I realize the meaning has changed for me. I do it because that's what she likes. It makes her feel like I'm still her little boy, and you know, which is fine, but it's been ruined contextually for me.
To Sean.
I call my dad Pops. Or Dad. Can't do that. Help me understand what the hell's going on.
Help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers. and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this you have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been it's good to finally meet you.
Why did it skip
After
that
all
line?
this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Da da bam 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 ba 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 ba. Reverse Vader.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane.
And a silver fox, much like Anderson Cooper 360.
You had no
Oh, wait,
concept
you
of
don't
the
remember
passage of
that.
time.
Never mind.
You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy.
I'm going to skip past a lot of this dialogue after you learn the main point of this, which is this right now.
You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality.
You look a pretty
Here
rough
I am.
60, my man.
Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Hell of a story. But I guess it does make sense.
I'm glad you're willing to. At that time, the year 2227, the scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate.
Mommy and
capable
Daddy have
of-
been ruined forever for me if said by anyone over 10. Says Rainbow Dash with the 5. They needed specimen. I think I get
I
it.
think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why the Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted.
Radiation affected everything in the wasteland chat, including all the humans. And so they needed to find someone untouched by radiation, so they found this frozen little baby. They found this frozen little baby in a tube in a vault, chat. And so they took him and they shot my mummy. His mummy. And then he became this guy. And they based all the synths off of his DNA. And that's, we do actually care about the degradation of DNA by radiation. It's very small. It's on the same relative scale as the size of radiation. It can interact with gamma rays and alpha and beta and whatnot. And because it's intensely complicated, your blueprint inside of each one of your cells, it can be damaged quite easily. And when that DNA damage doesn't get repaired or gets repaired in the wrong way, it can mutate and split out of control without going through something like apoptosis. And then you get cancer, chat. I don't feel like that was my strongest Australian, but I had to say a lot of new words that I've never said before.
Wasteland. Radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed.
Now, I don't believe that at all. Now, if they are completely underground, Rob, you like my accent? Give me an X out of 10. Give me a 1 out of 10 there, Rob. That seems very suspect to me. If they are fully underground, radiation would have a very hard time making it all the way down there. I suppose if they were going out into the wasteland and bringing back contamination in the form of particulate and stuff into the Institute, that'd be bad. But if you were born in the Institute and you were fully underground and the only way out It's completely sealed. The only way out is through a teleporter. And you go out in bunny suits, as they do, which you see later on in the game. Rob gives me a 9.7 out of 10. Come on! I'm basically Australia. The Texas of Europe. So that seems unlikely to me, because alpha, beta, and gamma radiation are named that for their penetrative qualities. Alpha is the least penetrative. It's basically like a helium nucleus, which is 2 protons, 2 nudies. 2 nudies. 2 little nudies, shit. Just a little bit of nudies. Hey? And it's big, and it's charged. So it interacts with stuff. The next most penetrative form of radiation is beta radiation, which are electrons, which are also charged, negatively charged. So they interact with stuff, but they're smaller, and they go further into stuff. I think 10 times further. And then gamma radiation is even more go-through-y. I hope you get famous. You're underrated as heck, says Rob. I'd like to say I'm moderately rated, Rob. Don't look at the subs on this channel as indication of my moderate ratedness. Damn it, Rob. You built me up just to tear me down. Damn. It's not like I've won awards or anything. Internationally recognized. So gamma rays go even further. They're photons. They don't have a charge. They're even smaller, chat. And they're waves. So, gamma rays go much further, but gamma rays don't make it that far through steel, concrete, and earth. It only takes it takes a few feet. Just a few feet, a few meters. A few meters, shit. A few meters before the waves attenuate. And so, if you're fully underground, and you were born in the I don't know whether I couldn't just take an institute baby, just like a brand new oh, what a beauty, that baby! What a beauty, that baby! Look out here in the wild with this beauty. Okay, oops. I went Steve Irwin. Anyway, I don't buy that everyone in the institute would be contaminated or have their germline mutated from radiation in such a way. I don't buy it.
Another source was necessary, but then the Institute found me. After
Were there gonna be more of Chernobyl video dissertations? I really love them.
An infant.
As someone who studied the Institute when I was in the military. Says Trash Panda. Yeah, I do have one.
Into every other human cell.
So right now, the next episode of the facility is going to be part 3 in our Fukushima Expedition Fukushima, which I just had tattooed on my body. No, I'm not going to show you. Part 3, I don't know if there's going to be more parts to it. We did not film as much as I like to, or as much as I did in Chernobyl. That being said, I think I have enough footage for 2 more Chernobyl-related videos. One is a full interview with a health physicist who has actually gone into the building and photographed the elephant's foot. And the other, I filmed a lot. I was there with a team of scientists, and I filmed a lot of footage, obviously, of how they surveyed a contaminated area. So how do you actually measure a contaminated area? What do you do? What safety protocols do you use? What equipment do you have? I have a lot of that footage. So there could be 2 more Chernobyl videos in the hopper. To answer your question, Trash Panda. Trash Panda. I want to pit the dogs in Chernobyl, says Christopher Van Oster. I do too. Gotta keep an eye on Kyle. He's working for Big Nuclear. No, I'm not. It doesn't pay as well as this job, I'll tell you that. Woo!
In the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family.
Chat. Through science, we are family, chat. You and I. Me and you. Me and your cats. Science creates us. A family, chat. You and me.
The synths, me,
I don't know, I like that
and
quote.
you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have.
They have real
Yes.
Brahmin in Chernobyl,
I
says
know you
Beavis. No, they
must
don't.
have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Monkey together. Strong. What about Kellogg?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done.
Kind of want to know this little bit of lore, because I don't think I ever passed this check, so I'm gonna...
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand.
I want to see what that dialogue line is. Sonode plays welcome.
After what I've seen.
I picked the wrong button. Through science, we are family, chat. How dangerous is an active nuclear reactor in a war zone, says Katie Blade. Not that dangerous. What was dangerous about the takeover of Chernobyl and the takeover of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine is simply, well, not simply, but the big danger is being able to hold hostage the power supply for an entire country. If you can effectively turn off the lights and water stations and internet for an entire country, that is incredibly powerful. And Zaporizhia, I think, is the biggest nuclear power plant in Ukraine and might be in Europe, I forget. So that's more of the problem with the nuclear reactor. What you're thinking of as a problem with the nuclear reactor would be to take nuclear material out of it and then to explode that nuclear material in a dirty bomb kind of situation. But that's not how nuclear power plants are set up. And if you wanted to do that, countries already have nuclear weapons that are far more effective, millions of times more effective. So a nuclear power plant in a war zone is a target because you can hold it hostage. You can hold millions of people's power supply hostage. Liz Calvert, thank you for the 10. When my dad was a B-52 pilot, thank your dad for your service. If you're still with us, Liz, thank you. He had to deal directly with the bombs. He had a calculator watch and it stopped working once, so he learned not to buy cheap watches that aren't shielded. I wonder if your dad's watch stopped because of radiation, but that is a cool story.
You knew the man.
I don't expect you.
I want to see what he has to say. I'm only going to do it one more time. Chet, it would take a lot of ordnance to get through a nuclear power plant shielding anyway. It just seems very inefficient.
I don't expect.
Okay.
The Institute technology prolonged his life. He never failed the Institute. But his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective.
Kellogg is not a synth. Yeah, I know.
It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow us, to have some amount of revenge.
So he did set up Kellogg to come across me and get killed. I didn't know that. I have hundreds of hours in this game.
What else can I say?
Maybe I just never paid attention.
Your mother.
Yes. I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still,
Killed, murdered.
I regret never having known her.
Who could
For
say?
many years, I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes, but what else can...
Okay, chat. We're an hour in, and we haven't done any shoot-em-ups. So let's speed through the rest of this.
So you're in...
I am the acting lead.
It doesn't matter what they think.
I know that the Institute. I've been...
Yes, I want to help you set up a nuclear reactor. Let's do it.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine.
Good.
You want to introduce... And finally...
Sean,
Chat.
about this synth.
You mean the
Chat, I'm now inside the Institute. This is everywhere I ever wanted to be.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really.
Why you?
Why build it to look like...
What armor set is that? This is the Marine combat armor from the Far Harbor DLC.
An interesting variation. A new angle, if you will.
Which form of fusion reactor would be a better choice for power? Tokamak or Stellarator, says King of Vinland. I don't know. I don't know which is further along.
Myself seemed only natural. What, with the Institute? I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near... But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what, do you think you could...
I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Dude, I don't know.
I understand. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way...
Wait, Chet. Wait, Chet. So, Chet. I thought he made this synth to draw me into the Institute. Is that not correct? Is that not correct, Chet? I thought it was the lure. But it wasn't? Where am I going? Oh, right, I have to go... up here, I think? Because he doesn't let me out of his... Oh, so there is a different elevator for... No, let me out! So there is a different elevator for that. That little interaction. That's interesting. Oh yeah, Cabot. We have to do the Cabot quest, the Ancient Aliens quest. Let's do it. Would a fusion reactor be powerful enough to power something like a Star Trek replicator, Chet? Well, that presumes that I know how much power a replicator takes, and I don't know that because it's not real. Can I travel inside and out yet? Damn it! All right, I did something wrong, chat. 1 second. Let me out! Snowdy Play saying, Kyle, watching your Magic the Gathering videos is what brought me back into playing Magic again. The videos are so entertaining when you're in them, says Snowdy Plays. Yeah, I get a little spicy when I play Magic. And dare I say it, pretty damn funny when I'm playing Magic. And guess what, Snowdy Plays? I have good news. I may or may not have filmed an episode of a Magic the Gathering gameplay show with none other than Dr. Lupo and Day 9. Stay tuned, buddy. Oh, Day 9 and me, we get along so well that it's difficult to have us both in the same room and get anything done. It is. We're just riffing the entire time. We're just laying riffing over here. Okay, I can't get out of the Institute until I talk to these other nerds.
Almost done.
What deck are you looking forward to playing from the Fallout release, says Mark Meza? Well, I contacted the Command Zone boys, because I think I should be the one to pilot the Science deck from the Fallout Universes Beyond series. But I would really like to build an entirely radiation-themed Wise Mothman deck, or because Wise Mothman combos with Food Chain to kill the table with literally rad counters, and so I could use that as an excuse to just get all nerdy about radiation. If there's a better radiation-based commander, I'd do it. But Mothman has the benefit of having like a CEDH or a competitive win con in it. So right now, I'd like to build a radiation-themed Wise Mothman deck.
Just need to tighten up this primary
Talk to Madison Lee first to get the Pip-Boy upgrade to leave the Institute. Got it.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies.
Everyone shut up. I gotta look at my Pip-Boy. But first, I'll look at this. Blue one. God, you guys know everything just right off the bat, huh? That's wild.
It's an honor to have you.
I didn't even know Dr. Lupo plays Magic System to know what he plays. Well, then you haven't watched him in a long time. Just go on Dr. Lupo's channel and then just hit the live button. And I'll show you all his past live streams. He streams Commander all the time. Let's see the stitching in their clothes, says Katie. All right, Jesus, Katie.
2 hours. What is she even testing?
I like how it connects here, right? I like how it opens and closes from the boob. It's kind of cool. No, Christopher, I'm not saying don't tell me where to go. I'm just saying it's crazy that you know that quickly from a 10-year-old game.
Excuse me.
14-year-old game.
It's you. You're here then. Yes, yes.
Where can I watch you play Magic, says Charlie S.
I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here.
Just search Kyle Hill Magic on YouTube. I'm on episodes of The Command Zone, Commander at Home, Play to Win. I Hate Your Deck. Oh, right. Tolarian Community College. All those, basically all the big channels.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, I've been told you're to be given full access.
Let's do it so I can get out and talk to weird alien boy.
If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust. Now,
thank you. Thank you. Zip. Okay. We're almost halfway through today's stream chat. Isn't that crazy? Wait, are we? Am I? Where am I? Who am I? Why not? Do I have to use the thing for the first time?
Dr. Lee.
Whoop. Do I have to go back to the teleporty? Little teleporty, chat? Chat, fun fact. All this crap in the Institute is pristine, and it's full of a lot of good crafting materials. Lock.
In case anyone didn't mention it.
In case anyone didn't... Shut up.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
My kind of girl. I forgot what I said. Bellafour is only 9 years old this year? Oh, really? Huh. I know nothing about Magic, but I still love how you won against everyone after mildly pissing them off by creating an infinite loop of card triggers, says Zerberus. Yeah, that happens in a lot of my games. Do I have to go back to the thing?
You're here. Glad you made it.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
This little water feature, having like running under the glass and down into this, that's some fine architecturing. Send me back up through the tube. Send me back up through the tube. Yeah, I tried Fallout 76, but I tried it like, you know, launch day. And it was okay at first, but it was just kind of empty. I'm sure it's much better now. Yeah, chat, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're wrong about my ability to get out of here before completing that quest. Because I'm pretty sure you get a pop-up message saying, oh, you can now leave the Institute after talking with all these people. I'm sure that you're incorrect. So let me just see how much of my time that you've wasted. Sick! Awesome! Thank you, chat. I will now read you. Kingdom, spamming in the chat. Can you please do a video on muon catalyzed cold fusion? No, probably not. Squirrels. Hey, buddy. Have you heard about Fallout London? Yeah, I watched the trailer in the Discord. And someone put it there, which you can join at patreon.com/Kyle Hill. Why isn't my robot telling you guys about that? Holy crap. Get in there. You can join at patreon.com/Kyle Hill, of course. But I watched the trailer for the update on Fallout London. It looks awesome. It looks like a cool giant mod. I mean, it's the size of Fallout 4. Looks like a lot of love and care went into it, so much so that I hope Bethesda takes notice of it and like buys it or sells it or hires some of those people. But I commented on the video and I said, I can't wait to stream this. And the channel replied, you know, that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see you do it. So the makers of Fallout London are aware of our plans to stream that game. What's your favorite video that got the least amount of views? Says Dima. That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have...
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
I see grime and dust on your face, you old bag.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
I'd have to look through the least performing videos. Yes, a nice freeze right here would be perfect.
Excuse me, Doctor. Anything suspicious to the SRB?
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, if you don't mind...
I just wanted to find my son.
You lead all the stuff at the facility. I mean, Institute.
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. Take your time.
It's not Westworld. Wouldn't call it an upgrade, it's more like an add-on. Well, I mean, it's a mod that has like a whole game inside of it.
It must be a challenge.
Over the... Sure. When necessary. It's a good...
We do actually get to power on a nuclear reactor in this quest line, which I like. Kyle, I recently stumbled on your 10-year-old Scientific American article on pull-ups and why women can do them, with you describing yourself as a lanky individual, says Devim. Yeah, when I wrote that article, I was over 60 pounds lighter than I am right now. So look at me. Drink it in. And then subtract 60 pounds.
Is it true food supplement 77?
And that's because I was rock climbing and I was... How old was I? You know, early 20s. And yes, I was a rather lanky individual.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on badges?
We're all looking forward.
I want to look at the gorillas.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Mm.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Well, then fix how they walk. They walk on their knuckles and not in that way. Get back to me when you have something, damn it.
I try not to think too much about it. We have more...
Hi, Doc.
There's still people, and they're
so
suffering.
good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holden.
Shut up.
Bioscience Division.
After all,
I can't wait
how
for
can
you
we
to see
hope
the
to
work we're
reach
doing.
Guys,
It's really amazing.
guys.
I look forward to learning more.
To that, we
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
I'm going to take off my helmet so you can see,
I'm not sure how
see
well
my face.
I'll fit in.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I am...
What's stopping you from getting back to that condition, says Captain Dagon. What's stopping me from losing 60 pounds?
You mentioned...
In that, he's
right.
Dr. Volker, you won't find better medical care...
What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Oh, I gave the hat to. Nope. I gave the hat. Nope. I dropped it. My helmet. Well, I guess that works. Yeah, Chattathan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's stuff? Oh. Hey, guess what, Captain? You get a timeout for that. That's fun. That's your first timeout, buddy.
Feels like this project has been going
You just got nuked.
months.
You know the protocol, sir.
Ooh, is this the...
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks
Is this the cool room where they're building the synths from scratch? I like that room. It's very cool looking.
Seriously think they're heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Mankind
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package.
Wait, I want to see the room. The room is cool.
I should take some courses with me.
No, these are the growth tubes.
There's enough friction as it is between
It's
us
an honor
and
to
pretty
meet
much
you,
all
sir.
the other departments.
Everyone shut up. Oh, it's not the creation room. The creation room is cool.
You'll see.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Coursers on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
But I'm trying to talk to you right after I steal all your crap. I'm sick with the flu. Any quick ways to get better? No. Sleep a lot. Drink a lot of water.
Like any machine,
Don't
synths
exert
can
yourself too
malfunction.
much.
Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Doctor.
Ayo.
All this
Here
must
you
be
are.
a little overwhelming
What's the
for
name?
you.
Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly.
What? 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 What happened? Chompy, will you stop getting everyone to try and watch The Curse? Holy crap. You're not on the marketing team.
Sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics.
Well, I smashed it in the face with a rocket-powered nuclear hammer. If that...
Now, if you need something else, I'll get back to work.
How do you keep doing that? See, I told you, Chad, you have to meet them all before you can fast travel. Holy crap.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine.
Oh, okay.
Once a Courser has located a rogue synth,
Yeah?
it uses that
Okay.
synth. We then begin the delicate process.
Oh, interesting.
In those cases where the procedure is successful, the
Stop
synth
doing that!
returns to duty with
Holy
no
sh...
memory
Oh
of
my
its
god!
own surface. Old...
Are you okay?
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what is it?
Are you fine? But what about Courser training? How does that work?
The SRB constantly
Oh,
monitors
that's interesting.
those who show tenacity.
Oh.
We teach them arm. Those who pass a final evaluation become
Okay.
Here we're about to get a new
Oh, damn it. I thought he was going to do it again.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Subject identified.
Dagon, you got timed out because you watch my videos. You made today's thumbnail. Does it look like when you see me in my videos that I am
No visible reaction to the cave.
just hauling around 60 pounds of fat on my body?
Much larger this time, and the side effects will...
And if that sounds silly to all of you in chat, that it looks like I just have 60 pounds of garbage on my frame right now, then you know why he was timed out. And if you take that, and then you say, it's because you drink, you can see how that might be time-outable. Consider that a warning. Lighthouse. All right, time for the ancient alien quest. Kate, where are you, my love? Aye, we're going over there. We're going over there with Kite. You were way more tolerant than most people? Well, it's because I know that I'm not... I mean... I'm hard on myself, but I'm not that hard on myself. Holy shit. Have you seen Arya? Good lord. Read the room, buddy. And I've told you that more than once now. I don't know if it's a language barrier or something like that, but it's happened one too many times now, I think.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
I like your little chain.
Edward Dagon sent me. I'm
You
looking for
know,
a missing package.
the gross face guy.
You're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
You shot Ben in his creamery package? Ouch.
Thanks for your help.
Sure thing. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still
Why did-
hanging around so close.
Why did Kate not like
they're
me
scouting
saying
the place or
whatever?
something.
Doesn't matter.
I'll be glad when you clear them out.
There's bad guys in. I have to get this mystery serum. It's a serum, chat. It's a serum that helps these weirdos, these ancient alien weirdos, live forever. Or something. And I must get it back. Do you have any plans for multi-streaming on Twitch? Kind of looked into it a little bit, but... I mean, we have a couple thousand followers over there, but... See, I don't have a separate streaming PC, because I don't stream for a living. So I don't know how much it would actually, how difficult it would actually be. If I remember, there's a lot of guys here. I think there's a guy with a rocket launcher here. But you can't launch a rocket without a face. ¿Dónde? Aquí. Estoy aquí. I'm gonna shoot her right in her booty hole, chat. Damn. Right at the at the effluent point. Damn it! All right, just a second. Oh, wait, okay, just a second. Gonna right in her face. Damn it! Is that not an actual window? They're tough. Be careful. Don't worry. I have the best melee weapon in the game. I was just trying to shoot her where the sun don't shine, unless you're one of those people that shines where the sun don't go. Why am I sniping? Because it's fun. I could just go in there and just whack them. Which I shall now do. Kyle is my personal therapist. He brings a calmness into my life that no one else can. I am nobody's therapist, but I am your daddy. I accept your apology, Dagon. Just don't be weird. I mean, come on.
What was that?
Why can't you be at the same weight you were when you were 18 with no muscle? Well, come on, man.
This is the kind of job that I love.
Hit! Smack! Smack!
Wiping the floor with you.
Where? Aw, where'd you all go?
Ammo, caps,
Whatever you find.
Mysterious serum, chat. Why does it glow green? Why does anything glow green? Science time. We talk about this many times. But radium's first commercial application, or big commercial application, was undark. The stuff you use on gun sights and watches and stuff like that. And that's what held over to today. That classic green just became part of popular culture. And then all the girls who were painting those watches, they had terrible cancer and their jaws were falling off, literally. And then after that whole debacle, people seem to not want undark anymore so much. Damn it! I had an Indiglo watch when I was a kid. Me too! But Indiglo was, fluorescent, right?
Nothing's more satisfying than
Nothing's just a gun and a pocket full of caps. Indiglo was fluorescent, correct? It was... So fluorescent stuff like Indiglo watches are charged up, or not charged, but they are given energy by ultraviolet radiation, which is just photons of light, like visible light, like X-rays, gamma rays, radio waves, microwaves. It's all light, chat. But ultraviolet light has a little bit more energy than visible light, which is why it can damage your skin, just like other forms of radiation. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, wait, I can just go back. And that energy given to specific chemicals and compounds gets, it excites the atoms and molecules, and then to return to their original unexcited state, they release that energy back outwards in the form of visible radiation, and that can be any manner of colors and things. Lock green. Said in the past you don't want to do an episode on radium girls because you don't feel like you could add anything no one else has ever said before. But personally, I know of this incident exclusively from you. That's interesting. Is that the thing that made the Legos glow? Yes. Does Indiglo require some sort of light source? Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like photoluminescence, if it's phosphorescent. I really need to learn the difference between all those terms because I don't know them. But just your common, like, shut up. But your, glow in the dark toys and anything like that is usually given energy by ultraviolet light, which is why you leave it out in the sun for a long time and then you bring it into a dark area and you can see the fluorescence, right? I've owned a couple watches with tritium, illuminated using tritium. Yeah, I have a keychain that's illuminated with tritium. Chat, we're almost at the halfway point of today's stream, Bo.
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
So if you're liking the stream, if you've learned anything, we're a little short on science time, so that's fine. If you've learned anything so far, please like the stream, Bo, subscribe to the Beambo, and check out the main Chan. I sound like a crazy person.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him.
It's phosphorescence. Yeah.
I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious.
Indiglo works via electroluminescence. A compound of zinc sulfide is mixed with copper and lights up when a charge is applied. Got it. So not that whole thing that I was just talking about with sunlight. I guess I was remembering something different, Captain. I was remembering like the kids' watches that would glow in the dark, just like, phosphoresce. So I must have been thinking for something else. Thanks for being here, Nonoku.
What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
I got your nose. Just kidding, here it is.
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing me. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
Emma Jean takes a lover. And I love you, chat. Chat, we are halfway through today's stream. There's a couple things I want you to do. I want you to get up. I want you to yeet your limbs in different directions to stretch them out. I want you to excrete, if you need to, urea out of your urethra, if you need to. And I want you to eat, if you have to. For me, for the Kyle man, I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'm gonna go pet lady for about 90 seconds or so. And then you will join me for the second half of a Scientist Plays Fallout 4. Even more science times, even more inappropriate comments in chat, even more of my hair. When we return, I'll give you something to listen to. Chat, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, because I'll know and I'll judge you for it. Welcome back. Kevin, turn it the hell down. Chat, welcome back to A Scientist Pees. I just peed. Also, welcome back to A Scientist Plays Fallout 4. Welcome to the second half of today's stream. If you haven't liked, subscribed, imagine yourself touching my hair. Make sure to do that now if you learned anything from today's stream. As I am wont to do, I could feel myself slipping a little bit mentally at the end of that first half. So in order to make sure I maintain a high level of educational awareness, chat, I'm going to make sure my brain is still firing on all cylinders. And I like to do that each week by playing a little bit of Connections. At the New York Times, we've gotten... Just join the chat, you stupid robot. Inside of the facility Discord, actually, we play this every day with each other and we share our scores. If you want to do that and beat me, patreon.com/Kyle Hill. But Connections, you make groups of 4 and they try to trick you. It could be anything from what words are all homonyms to things a dog might say. But they're all tricky. They go from easier to harder, and they're all jumbled up. And they're tricky because sometimes funk could, for example, be... So, you know, look at this. So, you know, funk could be a kind of music, like Afro is a kind of music, like Afro-Cuban, a kind of music style, but funk could also be smell, like musk. Musk could also be like a spineless loser who tanks companies. Like, so you see, it's tricky. It could be tricky. I have pulled up this window over chat, so I cannot see you. You cannot help me. Let's begin. See, rock, afro, disco, and new wave. Yes, but swing is a kind of dancing. I would go with rock, afro, disco. No, swing, I guess. Okay, so this is foul. This would be how things smell. Damn it! I'm usually perfect on these. I'm usually perfect on those, so I'm no longer... See? But those all make sense, right? Those could all fit in a category. So why it gets tricky. I'm gonna go with this. Damn it! It's tricky, chat. Funk is a style of music. New wave is a style of music. Rock and disco, because afros are kinds of hairstyles? No. Like a lock of hair, afro. No. Ooh, this might be the tricky one. You can get a gutter ball in bowling. You can use a crystal ball. You can have a disco ball. So it's not a style of music, it's in fact an object. See how tricky they try to get. And you can have a funk ball. A rock ball. A swing ball. A bone ball. A lock ball? A tang ball? Fight ball? Wave ball? Foul ball! It's not a smell, it's the way that you can hit a foul ball! That's the hard one. See how all of these could have been like, so disco could have been different, foul could have been different. So it's got a tangy, musky, it's got a tang, musk, odor, funk. Bam. Tangy. Rock, afro, new wave, swing dancing. Shit! Huh. I only have one more chance, chat. But if I get this one, naturally I'll get the last one. Bone. Light. See, these make sense to me. Afro-Cuban, swing, new wave, rock, those are all musical styles. But then what would these be? Huh. Sway. Swing, sway. Fight, wave? What What the heck? Chad, this is hard. This is a hard one. I bet you're spamming what it is in the chat, but I can't see you. Things you can do with your fists? You can rock out with your fist, you can fight, you can wave, and you can bone? No, that's not right. Lock? Can you lock fists? Fuck! Things to pick. Wow, that's hard. That's hard, chat. That was a hard one. That was definitely a hard one. Damn. That was a hard one, huh? Some of them are pretty easy. I mean, yesterday's, I think. Yesterday was pretty hard. Today's is pretty hard. But we play every day in the facility Discord if you want to join us. But enough about that, chat. That took me 10 minutes. Or it felt like 10 minutes. So there's nothing to do but say, welcome. Once again to the second half, part 5 of The Scientist Plays Fallout 4. Chef Julie, welcome.
Jack,
There might be some valuables.
I'll take care.
Inside. Let's go
Mrs.
check
Cabot,
it out.
don't worry. I'll send someone to find him.
Kyle, how often do you stream? I try to do like once a week, but I'm never consistent on the times. Because I always prioritize doing main channel stuff over this. So consider yourself lucky.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally.
It went down the wrong pipe.
Imogene is Jack's sister.
Dolphins have 2 separate pipes, so that doesn't happen. Why can't we have separate pipes? Intelligent design, my balls.
You probably figured that out yourself. She's,
Balls aren't very intelligently designed either, Chad. I wasn't just being vulgar. There's a whole set of tubes down there, if you're a gentleman, that instead of how an intelligent designer would design them, going right across or the shortest, easiest pathway from one place to another in your testes, instead they like loop up and around in a very non-intelligent way. And it doesn't make sense in terms of intelligent design, but it does make sense if you realize that evolution only goes with what works, not what is optimal. So there was no evolutionary downside for ancestral populations to have weirdly tubed testes. We could go on and on about unintelligent design, chat. Intelligent design is a very silly thing, if you know anything about biology.
a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off.
Ooh, now I get to, speaking of weird ideas, I get to
bring her home.
I get to talk about some real charlatans.
No problem. I'll bring her back.
The trouble usually isn't finding her. It's persuading her to come home.
Will Radaway ever exist? Says Marantz506.
She's been spending a lot of time in good.
Yes, I know one I don't know what people use today, but there's one specific example that we talk about each stream called Prussian blue that was used in Goiânia, Brazil, after some people had ingestion of released cesium-137 powder from an abandoned piece of medical equipment, and they used this compound called Prussian blue that the people would ingest. It would bind to the cesium-137 preferentially, and then it would be excreted via normal human pathways. So that's kind of like Radaway. It depends what you're trying to get rid of. Oh, damn you, designer.
Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Whew, that's a real burn he just said. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Got it. Off to good neighbor then.
Damn it! One day I will be powerful enough to kill God, but today is not that day. Let's try it again. Okay, that one worked. Devam Johnny. I always get that wrong. Why can't we have connecting anastomotic coronary arteries? Dogs have them, which reduces their chances of heart attack by half. I mean, it's so unfair. I know. Kyle, can you just stop dying and play the game? Sure. Oh, man. Whew. Thanks for being here, Dima. I inhaled. Don't inhale liquid. And you probably shouldn't vape. And don't smoke. It's the single biggest detriment to public health. Smoking regularly is basically... Wait, why are you here? Is that Codsworth? No. Smoking is basically the only thing, is the worst thing that you can do that's, like, socially acceptable, kind of. That a lot of people do. It's the worst thing that you can do to your body, pretty much. The worst recreational... Okay, yeah, it's not heroin, but you know what I mean. Drinking alcohol is just as bad as smoking tobacco. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
I hope your
I always keep my iron strapped, you know what I mean? No, weed smoking is better. Fidget Wizard. Weed is definitely... Marijuana is definitely better than tobacco, but all of it gets to your lungs, you know? Dark Jester says they quit smoking 11 years ago. Best decision they ever made. Dark Jester, congratulations on 11 years smoke sober. Oh, man. Ooh, I like this song, chat. We're going to listen to it.
One of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
God, I love this song.
Yeah?
Actually, I'm just going to stand right in front of her like a weirdo.
Buddy, I need to be a lot more drunk.
Cause we're all a little strange in here.
Trying to give you a good view here.
Have you got a history that needs erasing?
Damn it. There we go.
Did you come in just for the beer and cigarettes?
No, not the cigarettes. We just talked about that. All right, there we go.
A broken down dream you're tired of chasing. Ooh, I'm just the girl to make you forget. So we're glad
Damn it.
you dropped by. Come in, loosen up your tie. Have a drink or maybe just one more. But if you're searching for something...
Well, it's Liquid Flames. Well, it's time I have to go to say goodbye to my kitty, Mr. Benjamin. Thanks for taking my mind off it for a while. See you next time. Liquid Flames. Can we get some hearts spammed in the chat for Liquid Flames and Benjamin? Liquid, I'm sure Benjamin was a very good kitty. I know it is very, very hard to lose a cat. I had 2 cats for 20 years. 2 sisters for 20 years. And I lost them both within a few weeks of each other a couple years ago. And I know it sucks. So Liquid, I would focus on the great life that you gave Benjamin. Know that they were very happy. And yeah, I know it's tough, my man. But all you can do is make it comfortable for him. And I'm sure you did, and you will.
To bring you comfort. Is your motor running close to empty? Or are you running from yourself?
Yeah, we're gonna listen to this whole song. Of course we are.
You're thirsty.
Now pipe down.
For a brand new kind of pleasure. Or you're hungry to be somebody else. So sit down your pretty face. You came to the right place. Oh, wherever in
I'm a big fan of jazz, chat.
once more.
Go listen to Wes Montgomery. Go listen to Hiromi.
I'm telling you, friend.
You'll put on a kind of blue. Hilton, we're just listening to some sweet Yaz. Drifter? Holy shit. Are you gonna talk through the whole thing? Where are you? Who is talking? Who's talking? Who is talking? Who is talking? Was that you?
Step through the gate. You got balls.
Da, 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 da.
Over here.
Gonna rip your limbs off.
So that's it, huh?
Better not try that.
Da, 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 da. That's what happens when you interrupt my Yaz. Oh, just know that you died in another timeline. How unfortunate it is that you lost all of your face, but you kept the horseshoe.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Just know that you're dead in my stream. Hey, I'm looking for this dame. You see her?
If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Hi, mate.
Yo, do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell.
Quick fun fact about Chernobyl puppies. Go.
Try Magnolia.
They don't live past 5 years usually.
She might know more about this.
That's not fun.
Magnolia, this guy wants a word.
Magnolia, this guy wants a word. Hey, come down here, mate. Sit right down, will you? Hey, Soap. Sit right down there.
What,
Talk,
you need
talk,
something to take the edge off?
talk to the
Fred
captain.
Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
You're blocking my light, man?
Hey, miss, I have a couple questions for you.
What's the matter, handsome?
I got a lot on my mind.
You didn't like the song.
Oh, I love the song. And I like the dress. But right now, I'm gonna have to... I got bigger fish to fry.
I love the song. It was perfect.
I think the song wasn't the only thing you were enjoying.
Oh, well, thank you.
Does she get jealous?
Tries her best. Now, there's something special about you.
Did Kate just get jealous of me saying that her song was good?
Of course. It's those powerful muscles of yours.
Ooh, let's
I
bang.
could get used to looking at those. So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
Oh, I woke up here. Just me, my underwear, and regret.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along.
Cerberus, I don't know what that word
turn to
means.
answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Looking for a little Imogene Cabot.
Imogene Cabot.
Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Were you a friend of hers?
She's missing.
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
She's 70. I mean, I'm sorry. You can still be... It's not what I meant because she's taking a serum that makes her look like she's not
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason.
Chat, my controller's broken.
It hurt that he was easy on the eyes.
Chat, my controller's broken.
Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Chat, my controller, my
Would you come over here a minute?
controller, I can't look anywhere else, chat.
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
Oh, wait, it worked. There we go.
This fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas.
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and
Definitely
on
a
about
racket.
joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar.
There's nothing in your weird hand.
Well,
Oh, thanks.
honey. You were a big help.
Okay, bye.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right.
Is there actual radiation in Nuka-Cola? If so, how much radiation can we safely ingest before we have serious issues? Says Martin Prince Matthew. 3 full names, which psychologically, a lot of people view as smarter. A smarter person will have 3 names. That's why a lot of people use 3 names. Anyway, I did an episode of this on Because Science, I think, where Nuka-Cola Quantum glows, right? And it's because it has strontium-90? Strontium-90? It's either strontium-90 or thorium. No, thorium-90, strontium... No. Strontium or thorium, I forget the atomic numbers. I think it's strontium-90. Forget what thorium is. Anywho, if you had an amount of radiation inside of Nuka-Cola, if you had enough of it such that it would cause the cola to glow, it is going to be very dangerous. It would probably kill you. But you asked, what is a safe amount? Well, I mean, like, for example, there was glowing cesium-137 in a canister in the Goiânia disaster, which you can watch a whole little documentary about that we did on the main channel. But and that contaminated an entire city, and a couple people died. So actually, I don't know. I forgot what I said in the episode because I don't know how much it would take.
The hell is that awful stench?
Sorry, I farted. Because I don't know how much it would take to make. Because there could be other stuff in the liquid to make it glow. Same with, you know. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I don't know the answer to your question. I don't know. But usually we try to keep, public health tries to keep average civilian exposure under 100 millisieverts.
We're taking a big chance walking through the common. Just saying.
100 millisieverts per year. And what did we learn, chat? What did we learn earlier? 1 sievert equals about 1 gray equals about 100 rads, rems, Röntgens, right? So when I get 1 rad in this game, that means I get 1/100th of a sievert. Now, about 5 to 8 sieverts, 8 sieverts will kill, yes, Devim, nice. 5 sieverts is LD50, lowest dose to kill 50% of the population that encounters that dose. And LD99 for sieverts is 8 to 10. And so if we do a little math here, right? So 100 millisieverts per year is 0.1 sieverts per year. And then that divided by 100 is 0.001 sieverts. Okay. So how many rads would I have to get in this game to get the lowest acceptable, the maximum yearly dose? Anybody know, chat? Does anybody know, chat? Right. 100 millisieverts is 0.01 it's 0.1 sieverts. So how many rads would I have to get in this game? I will let you do it yourself. Hit! Okay, so spoiler alert, these guys are a weird cult that steals from people, much like cults do.
Do you think tonight's show is sold out?
Chat, who knows? Who knows? What was I asking? It's still science time. What was I asking? Okay, well, let's do it together, right? So, 100 millisieverts. You don't want 100 millisieverts per year, right? 0.1. That means if you divide that by 1,000, Kyle is now sexy, says Heidi. Thanks, Heidi. Divide by that by 1,000 to get sieverts, which is 0.1. And we know from our little acronym earlier, SG100 RRR, that if we multiply that by 100, we'll get the equivalent amount of rads. So what is 0.1 times 100? It's 10! Jeb Kerman in the chat is correct. Visible Ray, now Facility Gamer, which means, chat, I take about, what did we say last time? We actually said, like, the limit in this game is like 1,000 rads before you definitely die, or all your health is gone, right? Which means you can take about 10 times the average dose, average yearly dose that's acceptable, which, again, 1,000 rads, what did we say, chat? What does 1,000 rads equal? We divide by 100. That's 10 sieverts. What did we say was the LD99? 8 to 10. So 1,000 rads would, in fact, be a lethal dose. What was my point in all this? I don't know. Education? Jesus Christ! What the... What just... What... Chad! Chad! I was standing here and the Brotherhood of Steel crashed a helicopter into all of Brother Thomas's people and they all died. Everyone except for him is dead. There's nothing left. There's nobody left. Everybody's dead. Hey man, that's definitely never happened before. That's fun. In hundreds of hours, never seen that.
Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken?
You know what? I'm just gonna, since you're a piece of shit, I'm going to just unlock Imogene, and if you try to stop me, I will destroy you. How's that sound? Sounds good? So when I just absorbed 4 rads there, just from eating that crap, 4 rads there was half of the acceptable yearly dose for a civilian. Isn't that nuts? Like, that is a lot. But that was pretty fun. I mean, the crash, that was funny. Cracking an entire booster box of Wilds of Eldraine and watching Kyle Science Time, says Blore in the chat. That does sound like a good time. Will you ever play Stalker for a stream? Yes. I already have the assets for Stalker and Chernobylite. I'm not paying attention. I'm just reading you.
Yes.
Let's see what's in here.
Wait, where's Imogene? Wait, where is... She's supposed to... Wait, did she get killed? Did she get blown up? Wait a second. Maybe she only spawns after I talk to this Yabi?
I'm looking for Imogene Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogene is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
Her family's worried about her.
You can tell them that she's... Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble.
Uh-huh.
She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
You're not holding her prisoner, are you?
No, she's not a prisoner.
Captain with the 2, appreciate
She's
it.
locked in her room until she calms down. She was acting crazy.
Okay, well, that means she's back here, right? Did everybody die? Damn it! Everybody... Esplanade! I guess we gotta go back. Milo's B says you're about 15 years late for streaming Fallout. Dun, 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 dun. And... you're gone. Milos, I'm so powerful.
We're taking a big chance walking through the common. Just saying.
We're taking a big chance just walking through the common. I got the bug? No, I'll just reload. And then no one's gonna die, because there's not gonna be a random helicopter that crashes here. It's an annoying glitch that breaks the quest.
Do you think tonight's show is sold out?
So she's not actually... Thought that was a helicopter. So she's not actually in here then? So I can't finish this quest now?
That's it.
Let's see what's in here.
Damn it. Hey. I'm just waiting for the helicopter. Wait, I want to see if the helicopter comes again. Okay, so the quest is broken. That's fine. Well, let's see if the helicopter comes again. Andre Thompson, welcome. Missed the last stream because I fell asleep while watching it. Sorry, Kyle. Says Flew from Other. Hey, you were still there. I felt you. Use console commands to spawn her in, probably. Who do I look like? Hacker Man? If you load back far enough? Nah, I don't care. I don't care that much. We'll simply continue on our questy quests. Our zesty questies. Even though I'm 15 years too late to stream this game, huh, Milos? You know, when streaming was a big thing? You dummy. I look like Hacker Man, but with better hair? No, I don't. Just walking through the common. Just saying. Just saying. Alright. I just want to see if the helicopter is still on track. Hey. You look like a real shyster with that mustache. Yeah, 15 years too late on an 8-year-old game. Where will the angel of death come from?
Here to learn about our movement?
There it is. All right. Does it... No. 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 Wait. Oh, it gets... I think the pilot got taken out by those raiders in a random event. And the pilot gets shot out, get killed by the raiders, and then it fell into that. No, everybody! Everybody get out! Oh, see? Didn't happen again. The random events like this, just having like random fights between the Brotherhood and stuff, and these helicopters blowing up, that was always a really cool factor, or a really cool element in this game. Thoughts on a nuclear-powered car, Kyle? Oh, my body! The main issue being the miniaturization of a nuclear reactor. There's not, as was pointed out by one of our amazing... Oh, no! No! Oh, I thought I was going to crash right on my body. As pointed out by one of our amazing members last stream... As pointed out by one of our amazing members last stream, the problem with miniaturization of nuclear reactors is that there's not actually enough room for radiation shielding and for, like, energy heat transfer and that kind of stuff. That's a tree. Downtown. Come here. Come here. This weapon is the best. It's the best weapon. It's the best melee weapon in the game for sure. Turn around. Peekaboo. Hit. Beep. How about some radiation for your crotch? Oh, I can't. Crotch! Crotch radiation. Ah, my nads. Rads in my nads. I'm getting rads in my nads, chat. Who's shooting at me? Who is that? Who is that? Who are you? Oh. Nad rads. Damn it. Yep. Who is it? Who's... Who? Who? Where? You up there? Who's shooting at me? I'm trying to loot your friends' corpses. Got some nads, but they got rads in them. Kind of sounds like a country song, don't you? I wasn't even wearing a helmet. No, I pick up the weaponry because I also learned on this stream that... Uh-oh. Right out conversion. Boop. I also learned on this stream that if you pick up weapons, they also fill your... They also give you some more ammunition. Kyle, why is there still no second moon travel? Aren't we, Isn't someone going back to the moon soon? I don't keep up with all my moon news. Okay, so that quest is broken. Awesome. I guess we gotta talk to... Oh, man. Oh, God. Maybe I'll just... bleh. What am I gonna do? Where's the big ship? Let's help some robots. Actually, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm getting a little tired of Kate. Are you really siding with the Institute? Yeah. Maybe it's time for some Curie action. Oh, wait. Actually, chat. Oh, there's a big shaggy Yagwai. Hit. This weapon is overpowered. Actually, chat, I have never done Kate's relationship quest where I try to get her off the smack. So let's do that. Never done that before. Don't know what it's about. Don't know who's there. Let's find out together. Let's see if we can just sleep on someone's deathbed real quick. Let's take their stimmy. Let's take this dirt. Oh, sorry, I thought this place was... Sorry, you want that back? Come get it. Take it. Oh, he did take... What? He took all of my stim packs! No, chat, he took 235 stim packs. I have... What? He was only supposed to take one. Wait. You're... Damn it! Did he really take all of them? He took I gotta get him back. I gotta wait until I'm sneaky. Yes, there.
Don't much care for good neighbor.
I don't much care for you.
Place is nothing but trouble.
Wait, just wait. Stop it. Stop. Wait. Yeah, what's over there? Oh, what's over there? Wait, oh, that's crazy. Oh, what's over there? Oh. Yeah, what's over there? What's over there? What's over there?
You ain't been up to see Grey Garden. You should go. Whole place is run by robots.
What's over there? What's behind? What's in front?
Don't think I won't hurt you.
Here, I saved this for you.
Whoa!
You win.
That was cool. Uh-oh, Kate's not gonna let you go though, I don't think. Uh-oh, buddy. That was a cool. I've never seen the spin kick like that. Oh, Kate's not gonna.
You'll see.
Kate's not gonna let you go. She's gonna fist you. Okay. I'm glad we settled all of that. Kyle, if NASA invited you to the ISS, would you go? Have to. You kidding me? Gotta. Even if it's scary. Got to. You could have just talked to him. Nah. That doesn't make for great content. Does implosion work in outer space? No. Implosion of the kind that destroyed the Titan submersible would not work in outer space, but a different kind of implosion could happen if you created enough, well, no, actually, no. Because even if you made the interior of the International Space Station zero pressure, there's still a... Because space is at zero pressure. Science time. Because space is effectively zero pressure, there's never any outside pressure pushing in. There's always an inside pressure pushing out. And so even if you dropped the interior of the ISS all the way down to vacuum, there wouldn't be a pressure differential to collapse it in the same way that the Titan submersible did.
Well,
check your stim packs. Wait, did he take him back? Did that punk take him back? Where's my...
There it is. Vault 95. Let's head inside and find the clean
Let's head
room.
inside and find the cleaning... Let's head inside and find the... Where's that little punk? Oh, crap. Where's that little... Where are you? Donde? Uh-oh. Donde? Did he probably got back up and went to his little, gross-ass little farm. Where'd you go? Come here. I'll shove a potato in your mouth.
Let's do this. What just happened?
What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly. Where are you? Gimme. Ow! That's what happens. Give me my stim packs. Chat, you were right. Kill the raiders in Hyde Park. I don't care. I don't care about press and quests. This is a different kind. Holy crap. This is a different kind of run. Give me my stim packs back. Stupid. And you were a quest giver? Of course you were. Damn it. That bunker with the sentry bot has T-51 power armor, says Floof. Floof, are you just looking things up in real time? This hammer that I got will destroy this thing in 2 hits. It really trivializes a lot of fights in this game, this hammer. But that's fine. Ah, my little lock. I shouldn't be adding sounds to this. Stupid.
That's it.
Yeah, go ahead. Come out here. I don't care. Hey. It's too good, chat. Oh, my butter! Oh, fusion cores. Always kill these guys. They got fusion cores on them. Come here. How vicious can you possibly be when you are exploded? How did you find this? It's a weapon for completing the Children of Adam's quest line in the DLC, which has a name of Far Harbor. Don't blame me for killing that innocent man. Have you been to Core 35 yet? Yes, I have that power armor. I'm 4 cores away from getting the Exa 1 power armor from Nuka World. It's just such a slog. And I don't want to look it up, and I don't want to backtrack. Blah, 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 blah. Dun, 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 dun. Wait. Now I'm invisible. Dun, dun, dun. Hiding behind a mannequin. That's not a bad idea, actually. Who's this guy? Solid Snake with his decoys? Yeah, just stand right there. Uh-oh, Assaultron. Those are bad. Assaultrons can one-shot you once she charges up her lasers. But once again, this weapon is way too good. And it one-shots them. Bye-bye. And you gotta take all their aluminum, because that's very valuable. Which one are you shooting me? I said it correctly? What do you mean? Donde? Yep. We're going in. We're going in. We're going down. Come here. Bye-bye. I'm gonna eat your potato chips. Aluminium? No, I don't say that. I just... Come on, Kate. Let's fix your drug problem. Oh, and so I also modded this hammer. Not modded, but I crafted this hammer so it adds burning, heat damage. So it's even crazier. It does like 600 damage per hit or something stupid like that. Yeah, 600 damage. It's too good. So, chat, I've never been in here before, so especially Floof, don't ruin everything for me. What's that? Ice cream's so good. What ammo can I spare right now? I guess this. Ice cream's so good. What Fallout game is this? It says Anton Goikman. It's in the stream title and the stream category, and it's Fallout 4. And the thumbnail. Yes. What's in here? Turn my light off. I'm the sneakiest boy, perhaps in the contiguous 48 states. But... Who? Who? But that remains to be seen.
Who's there?
Nobody. Just me and these chickens. His head just exploded. That's a lot of bullets. That is a lot of those bullets. Hey, buddy. Come in here. Yeah, come in here. Come here. Come in here. Come in here where it's safe and warm. And by warm, I mean warmed by your blood and your body. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit. Or your body. Oh, I missed. Wait. Oh, wait. I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit or your body. Alberto Alarcon with the Mexican 249. Concentrate, Kyle. Cheers from Mexico. Salud, Alberto. Muchas gracias por la donación. I appreciate it. I don't actually know how much that is, but whatever amount it is goes towards all of our nerdy workings here at the facility. So, el placer es mío. Thanks for being here. Bienvenido a la facilidad. Okay, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of load up on the heel, and then I'm gonna sprint at him with a giant hammer. Oh! 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 Worked perfectly. Just as intended. I bet a lot of you were pretty impressed about how much Spanish I knew, didn't you? Weren't you? You had no idea. Oh, Nikes. See, that would have killed me right there. You had no idea I spoke that much Spanish. I know it. She tried to give me the clamps. She tried to give me the clamps, boss. I wouldn't let her. Where's that laser turret? Ow, 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 ow. Hey, I have that gun too. Let's do it. Let's both have the gun. My gun is better. Hit. It's all that heat radiation that would kill you, mate. Don't come in here talking Australian without permission. Gonna pick up all this crap because it gives me more ammunition. Ow, my body is on fire. Ow, ow. What is on the screen flashing right now? Are you guys seeing that too, or is my retina dislocating? Chat, we're pretty low on the science times right now, but I'm fine with it. Stop yelling. Okay, yes, I may have just told music to stop yelling, but that doesn't mean that I'm off my rocker. Come on over, lady. What am I? Oh, it must be all this junk that I didn't put away yet. That's what it is. I speak a little bit of Chinese. I speak like 4 words of Ukrainian. I speak more Spanish than you think. I have a master hacker. I have a perfect Australian accent. I can do a screen-accurate Schmiegel accent. What more do you want from me? It's not like I'm lobotomized. Animalistic. Maybe?
That's it.
God, I'm good. Beep, boop. What? What?
What?
Oh, what? Who? Question, are you a master of baiters? Remains to be seen. Dun, 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 dun. Hey guys. What's up? What are you guys doing? We chilling? Hey. How you doing? My gun shoots radiation. Just want you to know before I come in there that A. You didn't let me finish my speech, bro! I was going to give you a speech about how I was going to shoot you in the crotch of the leg. I do a perfect Meatball voice. But Meatball, the way that the voice actor does the Meatball voice is the same technique, the same throat technique, giggity, that you use to make the Smeagol voice. So ever since I was a little kid, I was able to do this thing where you where you close off you partially close off your throat, and that allows you to do what like we used to call like this little like munchkin voice. Sorry, Kate.
This little like munchkin voice?
But if you do that little munchkin voice with like a British accent, with a British accent, and you make it kind of rough, you know, then you get a Smeagol voice. And if you make it southern and really high, then you get a Meatwad voice. But that's how— Don't punch my girlfriend! Only I'm allowed to do that. I mean, uh-oh, wait. No, wait, don't tweet that. He swept the leg! Chat, that was a joke, okay? I guess I can give that to you, huh? I don't know where I'm going. Probably where it says to go. Gotta admit, pretty sick of this music right now. Oh right, I'm carrying all this. I'm carrying all those weapons. Dude, I've never seen this many throws. This is Hilton Moreno. What do you mean? What do you mean throws? Like, do you mean like gamer style? Like, are you talking like a gamer right now and you're like, oh bro, you're throwing, bro? Or do you mean like throwing of Molotov cocktails? Because one answer will get you nuked from orbit, and the other answer I will ignore. Kate getting knocked down. Okay, good answer. Yeah, she's not been very good. I gave her a heated power fist, but she's still not very good. Hey guys, just want to know that once I come in— Kate, damn it! I was gonna do a speech! You ruined it again. Now I have to aim for their crotches. Just drop your junk in— oh, nope, don't say it like that. You can't say it like that. Okay, Kate. Let's scrub a dub all this junk out of your system with some newfangled technology. I'm so sick of this combat music. Holy crap. Detox facility. Open it. Hit. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. Oh. Critical. Oh, my body slides slowly to the left. Come here. You broke both my arms, you piece of crap. Oh, there we go. Da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Whew. Well, that was annoying. Oh, I want that alarm clock too. All right, sit down. Let's get this crap out of you. I'm gonna drink some blood first. Just a second. Let me glurp some blood. Just a second. Yeah. No, I'll help you in a second. Let me just. Sweet blood. Sings to me. Anyone knows that reference? Could drive a man crazy. Or something like that.
Hey there.
The answer to me problems is
Sitting in that room.
But I
don't know if I should go through with it.
We've come so far. Don't turn back now.
I know you risked your life getting us down here. But what if this psycho's the only thing keeping me together? What if this opens me eyes and I don't like what I see? There were reasons I dulled the pain. Things I didn't want to face. Things I was trying to forget.
Have you tried BetterHelp?
Spitting blood than relive in the past.
I don't want to. I've never done this quest before, so I want to see what these dialogue options are.
We'll face that pain together.
You're saying that now, but you'll leave them.
I don't want to lose a friend.
I'm not the kind of friend you're looking for. I'd probably stab you in the back if I thought it'd get me somewhere.
You're a fighter. Don't give up. You can beat this.
That's just it.
I want to see what the actual outcome is, not just failing checks, chat. I know you guys do this too.
I don't want to lose a friend.
You'd
go.
really miss me, wouldn't you? Well, who the hell am I to let you down? I'm gonna sit in the chair. Whenever you're ready, you go ahead and throw the switch.
And then we can kiss. Devin Johnny, speaking of voice acting, aren't you friends with the one and only Troy Baker? Yes. I text him sometimes. Super nice guy. Very handsome. You sit in that dirty chair and plug it directly into your veins, all right? I'll be over here. Wait, I was going to give you something. Oh, they're going to put it straight into your... Give me that. They're going to put that straight into your juggies. Jugular, I mean, not, yeah, okay. Purge the toxin. Do it. Purge it. Oh, they're pumping the toxins out, Chad. She's making interesting sounds. Maybe I should turn it off. Nope. Okay. Okay, those are some interesting sounds. You all right? Okay. Okay, those are very... Okay, I don't know if I can be in the same room with you when you sound like that. Just a second. Okay, do I turn it off? Okay. You good? Yeah, don't close your eyes and listen to that shit.
Are you all right, Kate? How are you feeling?
Strange. I feel really strange. Everything feels different. Everything feels clearer. Colors, sounds, smells.
What if she lost her Irish accent when she came out? That'd be funny.
I can't believe it worked.
Like just for no reason. No reason.
The pain. Hell, even the rush. They've disappeared. Was I really that far gone?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all right. I was worried about you.
Seems you're not the only one. I have a feeling that Tommy had this in mind all along. Clever old bastard kicked me out of the combat zones. I guess he saw something in you that I missed.
Thanks for being here, Pratalaxi.
I take care of my friends.
I know you do. Look, I'm never gonna forget what you did for me today. You stepped up and helped when everyone else cashed out. I know I suck at thank yous, but that's the Now, how about we get out of here and leave this place far behind?
Okay, so what does... That probably gives me a perk, huh? Sexy Irish perk? No. Where's my sexy Irish perk, chat? Where's my... Oh, what's that guy's name? Who's that sexy Irish man that I'm thinking of? Where's that sexy Irish man that I'm thinking of? Where's that sexy Irish man that I'm thinking of? What's his name? What's his name, chat? Is it, Colin Farrell. Give me my Colin Farrell. Chat. Give it back to me. Where am I going? I'm losing my mind, chat. I'm absolutely losing my mind. But we're almost at the end of today's stream. If you have absolutely lost my mind. 25 science times is a lot less than we normally get to, but I feel like we learned something together today. I think we learned something together today. And that's good. If you're still here, I appreciate you, of course. I appreciate all the newbies. And the oldbies. And especially all the facility membies. As always, if you're looking to spice up any conversation, just abbreviate anything to membies with add a little bees to the end of it. It's fun. You can spice up any little conversation. Of course, any little conversations, that's just all in your world. Anything you want to say, you can just say it. Here, no judgment. No judgment here. We can just pick up an aluminum can. We can make our way to the atrium. Heck, I know I like making my way to the atrium. Everyone in the atrium needs a friend. Especially this guy. Now, typically when I'm teaching this technique, I like to tell people to get the strong back perk. Strong back. It's not as good as a strong spirit, I'll tell you that, chat. And a strong back will let you carry, let you move quickly while being over-encumbered, and more importantly, maybe more importantly, let you fast travel while over-encumbered, chat. That's how I get so many crafting materials. Just makes me want to take my head and just beat the devil out of it. Okay then, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all that material
I'm beginning to
out
enjoy
of Vault 95 here. We're gonna turn right around. We're gonna take out, let's just say, a 2-inch brush. We're gonna take out a 2-inch brush here, and we're gonna go and we're gonna murder this man. Nope, no longer a red dot on our canvas, chat. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go into our Pip-Boy here, and we're gonna just do this. We're just gonna come here to Sanctuary. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I could do that forever. Okay, chat. Next stream. Remind me. Someone remind me. Later. But I will do... we'll have... right now, I have 2 donation incentives in mind. Certain number of subs, or whatever. Whatever streamers do. I don't know. I'm not a streamer. An all Bob Ross stream. Bob Rossing the entire time. Or Australian the entire time. So far, those 2. I'd like to have 3 options.
You ought to be careful. I can fix
And maybe they go back and forth. Maybe like it's in tiers, right? So like at the top tier, it's full Bob Ross all the time, but like so you can build up into it or whatever. Nope. You know what I mean?
But people don't fix so easy.
So maybe we have some incentives to have a full Bob Ross stream and a full Australian or a full Australian stream, and or what's something else that I could commit to doing for hours at a time? I don't know. Oh yeah, I have to give this to my hot Irish girlfriend. Where'd you go? Oh, girlfriend of Irish persuasion. Oh yeah, this thing's toast, so now I can put this trash can, Carla. No way. Get out of my face. Don't need this anymore, so we're gonna scrap it. Scrap it. Scrap it. Gonna keep that though, because that's cool. You're a trash can. Gollum all stream would be a nightmare for my voice.
Hey.
I mean, I guess I could do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess it has to be. I guess it has to be the other one, huh, chat? Ooh, this shotgun is really good. I should take this one and upgrade that one. And take this, and then this. Put on this suit for my enjoyment. I'll take that. I'll take that. You can keep the camping hat on. I'm going to give you this. Then you can put that on. And then
that's what you need, and I'll get right on it.
Put out what you need, and I'll get right on it. Is Australian Bob Ross on the table? Oh no. Czar with the 35. Prince Alorian with the 35. Rather, sorry. Hey Kyle, what's your take on the possibility of energy guns like in Fallout? I've said this before, but we can already make energy weapons that could be far more damaging, in my opinion, than something like a laser rifle to use against human targets. Now, the Navy already has. Let me keep that. The Navy already has lasers that are directed by computers that can instantaneously like blow up rockets and engines on small craft. So that's already good. It's like a laser pulse, like bah, bah. Would you necessarily want to do that to a human? I don't. Yeah. That seems it's a lot of power and a lot of machinery to bring out onto like front lines of a battlefield. It makes more sense if you're taking down, like drones and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a military man. What the point I'm making is that you don't need a laser that looks like a Fallout laser to be incredibly damaging. I have a laser right next to me that if I put it on a gun and I just aimed at people's eyes, it would blind them. And we could very easily make laser weaponry just to blind enemy combatants, which would effectively take them out of the battle. But we've decided that those weapons would be against the rules of war. That most people would rather lose a leg than lose their eyesight permanently. So we decided against continuing to do that. I kind of want this. Then I have to scrap this. I don't have to scrap it. How much crap do I... I'm still short on screws, bruh. Coming up on a year already, says Dave Breen. It's almost been a year in La Facilidad. Welcome. Again. Styro Pyro is a one-man laser army. Yeah, that kid scares me. Yeah, a Fallout-style laser is miniaturized. Like, these are incredibly powerful lasers to vaporize, like, whole people and body parts and stuff like that. Huh? What? We don't, like Chat was saying, that's too energy dense. We don't have energy sources like batteries and such that can fit in such a small space to make it like a laser rifle. The way that it works in Fallout is that it's powered by a very small, incredibly powerful, like, fusion battery basically, right? So that's why that works. Get a few shipments of screws from local shopkeepers. That's right. I've never done that before. I only did that like 2 days ago when I discovered I was buying from Good Neighbor. And I didn't realize you can buy shipments of, like, lead and stuff. I have the radium rifle. It's really good. It's really good against humans. Is the FBI looking for Styro Pyro yet? Well, I mean, as far as I know, I don't know anything about him, but publicly, it doesn't seem like he's doing anything illegal.
Don't worry. I only test the weapons on customers I don't like. Feel free to...
Let's see what you have.
A gun for...
Chat, are we liking the stream? Has the stream been liked? Where do I get screws, chat? Damn. It's fine. That doesn't matter. So I did Kate's quest. We're almost at the end of today's stream. What's the last... This quest is bugged. Bugged, as Kate likes to say. It's bugged. It's bugged. It's bugged. Fallout 4 is trash. No, it's actually quite good. It's one of my favorites. Top two Fallouts. See, the problem is that the synth retention is going to be now. I'll try to let's try to science something else in the Institute. Let's go there. Let's go back. Crystal King says great stream. Crystal, thank you. Pyro's age is deceiving. He's probably a bit younger than you. I'm sure. No, I think he's.
Pardon me.
He's a couple years younger than me, minimum. But he's a really, really smart guy. I don't think he's not stupid at all. Or else, if Cyro Pyro was stupid, he would be dead. But he's not stupid. Oh, I'm just gonna walk past this creepy little dead robot boy. Chat. Go ahead and ask me if I would live in a place like this. Yes, I would. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Look at all the science you could do. What would I science if I could science anything at all? I don't know. I mean, working on a nuclear reactor would be pretty sick.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand.
Morning, Absolute Zero.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I want that lab coat.
Appreciate what we've accomplished.
I was talking to Ari about that, making a lab coat that's like padded and the stitching is all cool like that. I like that.
The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind. Read. Unfortunately, no advancement comes as remarkable as our synths are. The superior synth.
All right, I'll bring one back.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
Now we are going to end on this point, chat, because we are here. Free will. So there's inevitably it comes up in discussions of synths and stuff like that. I would like to lay out the case thusly. Do you have free will? Can anything have free will? I would, and obviously it's a huge discussion, but I would like to lay it out by pointing out a causal chain. A chain of events. If you have free will, then at some point in a chain of any connected events, you should have some opportunity to choose, right? To do one thing or the other thing, not this thing, not that thing. And that ability to choose, or perceived ability to choose, is what we define responsibility as. You made the decision. You had the free will to make the decision, therefore you are responsible. Now I'll get back to causal chains in a second, but I'd like to point out, I'd like to illustrate my point with an example. There have been many instances through the years where someone starts acting strangely. They're a loving husband, they become a terrible person. They're a normal person, they become a pedophile. They're a superstar athlete, and they start having terrible thoughts, and then they end their own lives because of it. And when we look into these examples, we reliably find that something in their brain has changed. Like a tumor. Say a tumor is pressing on somebody's frontal lobes, and it's changing how they think and feel, what they desire. Because as we said before, the mind is what the brain does, right? So you change something about the brain, it's going to change something about you. Right? Now, in these cases of someone having their frontal lobe pressed upon by a tumor, do you blame those people? Do you blame the guy who had terribly misguided thoughts, or the husband who became a terrible person? Do you blame them personally for how the tumor changed them? I would say no. I think most of you would say no. It is the tumor who pressed on its brain. That, and he had no choice. There's no choice for him. But now I ask you this, chat. What is the difference between a tumor pressing on the brain and you just being unfortunate enough to have a brain that's the same as one of those people? Right? What if you just so... do you choose your brain? What if the tumor takes away some of free will? Well, that's what I'm talking about right now. What is there to take away? So, some people are born with a psychopath's brain. Is that their fault? Did they choose at any point who their parents were? And now back to the causal chain. What determines a person's actions? Their brain. What determines a person's brain? How they are brought up in life, who their parents were, where they were born, when they were born, under what ideals they were born. At what point does a person choose any of that? Right? If your brain determines what you do, and your brain is the resultant of a million factors, none of which you choose at all. I mean, you may say, Kyle, well, what if later in life I choose to go to therapy, or I choose to get exercise, or I choose to do a terrible thing? What made you choose that over something else? Your brain. And then we, again, come back to the fact that you don't choose anything about how your brain chooses. Why does your brain choose this or that? Why do I say this sentence and not one of the billion other possible sentences I could say in this very moment? I have no control. Because it's how my brain is working in this universe at this moment. And so I think at least it's pretty clear to me that if you go, you can trace a causal chain from the words that are coming out of my mouth back to the beginning of the universe. And at no point did I choose anything. Right? So I'd like to distinguish this lack of free will from the from a lack of decision making. I think it's clear. Well, it's not clear. It's obvious that we as organisms make decisions. But are you consciously in control of choice? No, I don't think so. I'm going to cut it short there because that's going to be a much longer discussion. We don't have to get into all that. Chat. Bump it up, Kevin. Chat, have you had a good day today? Oh, the song ended. Have we learned anything today? Only 26 science times. Only 26 science times, but I think we had some fun. We had some really fun glitches today. The headless horseman of the Institute, the random helicopter crashes, the Irish girlfriends. My watch just looked up the 2020 Calabasas helicopter crash. Thank you, watch. Chat. I hope you've had a good day. I hope your Science Saturday or Sunday, if you're overseas, has been a good one. It's always happy to see everyone here, especially my facility gamer members, Hada, Dave, Philly, Critical, Cerberus, No Bark, Heidi. Oh, you're all here, baby. Thank you, Tactical, for being here in literally the last 60 seconds. Appreciate you. Hope the family's good. Thanks for sending me all those weird photos of your wife. Chat, if you haven't checked out the latest episode of the facility where we are taking down science scammers, go back to the main channel, check that out. As always, if you want to continue on this conversation after we are live, that's patreon.com/Kyle Hill. Join our Discord. I'm told is one of the nerdiest. Tactical, you called me out last stream. Last private stream? Remember how you called me out? Now I'm calling you out. I hear our Discord is one of the nerdiest, nicest places anyone's ever been in, ever. So if you want to join us there, please do. Next, coming up next in the facility, I think we're doing part 3 of my Fukushima adventure. I just got that adventure memorialized in terms of a new giant tattoo on my arm. Am I going to show it to you? No. Will you see it inside the facility's walls? Maybe. I already showed it to Jezebu, one of our members. Doesn't matter. Anyway, chat, I hope you have... No, Floof Mother, don't worry about Heidi. She's in her own little world. Chat, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoy Magic the Gathering content, specifically, that is also coming down the pipe with Lupo, with Day 9. It's going to be good. You're going to enjoy it. But no matter where I see you next, inside the facility walls, in the Discord, in the Patreon, where you get private streams, behind-the-scenes looks, access to me, whether it's the next gaming stream that you can like and hit the bell here so you never miss it, no matter where it is, NBC News that's going to interview me about the science scam, wherever it is, who could say? I hope until then, you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope the rest of your weekend is relaxing and or productive. I will see you next time. Until then, be nice to each other, because this is all we got.